Hey, this will be a video chart on the new monster in Pennyland, TRDY. Did this one, let's see, I think on this day here. Yeah, it had been on this day. All these lines you see were from the last time I did it. And the reason I know it was the last time, because this was still a support level here. So these green lines, real quick recap, represented supports that we wanted to see hold up. At the end of the day, this was a must-hold level. And if you wanted more details, just go back and search for my other TRDY video. But that was a level that we wanted to see hold. I mentioned that although this is a resistance, since the chart's technically in blue sky territory, that all it would take is really another kind of increase in volume day, and this one would fall pretty easily. And then we'll just kind of play things out. So here is a pullback, and with the pullback, this one didn't hold, but that's why I made it skinny, because it wasn't the end of the world. It would have been nice to see a penny hold, but it didn't. But the key thing was, it was still well above this level down here. The moving averages were catching up, and the key thing, although a big pullback day, check out volume. Dropped off and was much less. That's exactly what you want to see volume do. Then the next day here, started to bounce back. And you can see here volume started to increase, although just a little bit. But the point being, whenever the price goes up, you ideally want to see the volume also go up. So from a volume standpoint, looking good. And then today, boom shakalaka, volume increased along with the price. When it got above this level here of resistance, like I said, wouldn't put up too much of a fight, and then it really just skyrocketed up. So the chart definitely needs updated here, and like I said, all these lines were from the last time I did it. If you're more curious and want a more in-depth analysis on what the chart looked like last time, just simply search for the old video. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm just going to get rid of this support line here. Yes, it's a support, but in terms of must-hold supports, not anymore. The new must-hold support is going to be at a penny here, so I'm going to make this line extra skinny now. The reason being, closing up this high, if the price were to come all the way back down here, besides being the psychological level, there's really no reason why, assuming this is also a genuinely strong move, that this level should hold. Now, if you watch the other video, I was talking about a genuinely strong move, and I said, if this move here was genuinely strong, then there's no reason why this level down here wouldn't hold. Obviously, this initial move right here was genuinely strong because it's been followed up by this one. So same concept applies. If this new move is genuinely strong, then there's no reason why 0.01 couldn't hold if it gets down here. This level down here wasn't even tested, but if it does, that should be able to hold. Now this level here, which was a support, I'm just going to kind of get rid of that one because we have a better support we can follow, and that's going to be right up here at this old previous resistance, which was at 0.0138. So for argument's sake, we'll just call it 0.014. So this resistance needs to now be turned into a support level. So ideally, if you were to ask me what would make the chart look best with any sort of consolidation, if the price pulled back here, bounced around and headed back up, that would look the best. But like I said, it could still technically come down here, bounce around before heading back up, and both would be bullish. But if I had to pick, obviously, consolidation above 0.014 would look very strong. Now, in terms of resistances, pretty easy, still in blue sky territory, but it just was where the profit takers decided to step in today. So obviously there are some sellers up here at 0.0183. So once more, I'm going to leave that line skinny, just because with another surge in volume, I don't see that putting up much of a fight. But this is now the new area of resistance. And same thing follows with any sort of pullback. Hopefully people realize with this chart now, red days are not necessarily a bad thing. This red day here proved to be very healthy, provided people to get out if they wanted to, allowed others to pick up some cheap shares before they move up. The support levels held, so if it does pull back, remember, this chart has given us some good history of showing how pullbacks are good for a chart. But with that being said, any sort of pullback or sideways action, just like it did last time, best case is to see volume fall. But at the end of the day, price's action is king, so if you have a big volume day on a pullback, but yet all your supports still hold, then you're okay. But in an ideal world, we'd want to see volume drop off. So congratulations once again, especially to those that took advantage of this little pullback here. We'll see what happens, but the chart looking like it's going to end the week hopefully pretty good. If there are any other questions on the chart or anything that maybe I missed, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We've been making some good money together with our alerts. So I'd encourage you to head to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this is TRDY. Thanks for listening.